Alright, we are back, guys. As you can tell, I still have not got a haircut. Hopefully this week I get one because I used to be slacking on it. But been on it for like the last 20 minutes trying to find a part so we can start today's video. Finally found it. So I'm gonna tell you guys where it's at this whole time. Alright, so this is what I've been looking for to bleed the brakes. And it was under my battery charger. Which is why I couldn't find it. So it's all good. Also, here's some hose for the air. We have to pretty much stretch this out because I got to replace one of the lines on the truck, which is what we're gonna be working on today. And the reason I got to replace the line is because it's leaking air. And I'm assuming it's leaking air because it's too short and it's just pulling on it. So I'm gonna do another line, see if I can get it to not leak the air. I'm gonna lift it and I'll show you guys, I guess, kind of what I mean by that. But we're gonna bleed the brakes on this today. That way we can pretty much start getting this thing running because the brakes don't work too well because, you know, I disconnected everything. So we don't really have an issue with the back getting aired up. That thing seems to hold for a while. It's more the front. And it's this one right here. So I don't know if you can hear it, but this one seems to be the one that's leaking. I'm assuming just because just the way it sits. So I'm gonna try to get a little bit more room on this one. But we're gonna go ahead and try to bleed the brakes so I can get this thing pretty much out the driveway and onto the street more. And then we gotta build some brackets for this. And then oh, I need a new spark plug wire right here. And it should pretty much run after that and get some gas into it. So okay, so bleeding the brakes, fairly simple. You know, just loosen, you know, the bleeder screw down there. I got this, I can bleed it by myself. It's going out pretty quick. So I pretty much got the whole back done. Gotta do the front, and then test the front. And then just adding brake fluid into the top. I do it so no air gets into it. But basically where we're at. So like I said, it's going by pretty quick. Okay, I'm done bleeding the brakes. Now I'm testing out some brackets. So testing these brackets out. Want to make sure nothing, you know, rubs on it. And I gotta get a new part for the transmission. I think it's a safety switch. I think what I need because the clutch is leaking and I can't seem to take the car out of gear. So I gotta work on. But it's probably for another day because everything's closed right now. But so this is the bracket. I'm gonna cut it off about right here and nail into here. So it's gonna sit here. That's gonna help just hold the front in place right here. So you see down is how I'm assuming it's gonna lay. So it looks like we got like maybe an inch. So when I move this up closer, I'm gonna see how close it gets to the wheel. But so far it's not hitting. And then when I raise it, it's not on the way. So that's what we're working on right now. Okay, so I think I'm done with the brackets. So you can see I got them on both sides. Oh, I gotta show you guys. You kind of gotta fix that. It's a little bent, but that's kind of what I'm going for. Like that look right there. Just, you know, how the little fender and then opened, and then the bracket. This one I got a pretty long screw in this bracket, so it seems like it's holding it. Look at this. So it doesn't move. Kind of what we're going for. So when the wind hits, it's not gonna push it back. And we got it, so we can hold the radiator up. Probably gotta bolt this in, hold that up, maybe a few other things. This one I need a longer screw because it's not long enough. And then yeah. So this should pretty much work. So, let's see. When the brackets are up, so we gotta figure out the wiring right there. Yeah. And then, yeah, so it all should just tuck. And then I gotta just put the lights on. So I gotta figure out the wiring for the lights. And I have a bumper for it. Another piece of set cover so it should look better. I gotta install that still. Probably do the lights first though. Get the wiring out of the way. Looks like the front still have air. Kind of going down slowly, but it's up for the most part. Also, I forgot to mention, I got a couple of these pieces, you know, that kind of just cover the top. So it pretty much makes it look better. I'm probably gonna sand this one down and paint it a match instead of putting a chrome one on. I don't think I'm really gonna do much chrome on this car. Probably just gonna pretty much paint everything. I'll probably paint these bars too to match. So we're here. Jure trying to fix his car. He's trying to get the caliper off. I figured he would have had it off by now, but apparently not. Let's see if we can get a look at the studs, guys. So here's the studs. That's why the engine not staying on. So we gotta, I guess, replace the hub. I believe what he bought. Yeah. That's over here. Here it is. Apparently we had to do this in a parking lot. Did you get it loose? Yeah, so look at this fool's rotor. This is the caliper it's at.
Oh yeah.
I guess his wheel fell off.
That's what I skidded.
He's been rolling like this. That's probably why his shit's all breaking. Look at this.
How do you get this fucker off?
This guy. I gotta go buy a socket. Dre didn't do his research on what he needed. So hopefully we can get this thing out now. Let's fix this.
What's that?
I had to use my muscles here to get Jure's hub off. Put the new one on now. Still, I don't know who got it loose. So now, hold this. We're gonna try to install this real quick. Jure, this thing doesn't go on now. There we go. Get this hub on. So Jure.
Bro, this shit's in like super zoom.
So hopefully nothing falls off this time. But I gotta go to work. So Jure has to pretty much finish this project by himself. So we'll see, I guess, if he makes it home or not. You can turn it off now.
How do you turn this bitch off?
What time is it?
I don't know.
Alright, so this is where I leave Jure. I got his rotor pretty much on for him. His hub on. So hopefully he can put the bracket, the caliper back on. Makes it home. You know. I'm gonna go and take his rotor so I can show everybody at work the damage he did. But we're out. Alright, so the Lincoln hasn't been starting, so I pulled out the carburetor because we kind of think it's the carburetor. I got a new carburetor already. I'm gonna show you guys the carburetor that I got. And we're gonna install it and hopefully the car starts. So there's the old one. Right here, and the new one. So this one was pretty much just rebuilt. So on the downside, I couldn't really find a new one, but hopefully this one works. So we're gonna install this one real quick. All right, so the other one I had didn't fit, so I went and got this Edelbrock one. I mean, I got it mostly on, but the car's still not starting. I got that blue thing, which is a new one, or that black one, so it's a coil. I got new spark plugs. And I want to say something else. Oh, I got a new choke, electric choke. So, but yeah, it's just not starting. So probably gotta figure something else out. I'm gonna pull the battery out, take it to work, and get it charged because it's been draining. So maybe that'll help. All right, so the Lincoln still hasn't started. I'm trying to do the seals. Pull these out, which are for the valve seals. But I guess I gotta compress the engine, so I gotta go get me a hose to compress it so I can finish putting the seals on. So we might go pick up the hose later today. Hopefully later this week we get it done. So that'll probably be another video. And then I think this is what's leaking on my car right here. So I got a new one, so I'm gonna take this off and pull it out real quick and see if that fixes the problem. Alright, so I replaced the part already. There's like a little rubber seal in there. The new one kind of sticks out a little bit. The old one seemed pretty flat, kind of lined up with everything. So I'm assuming the little seal is kind of what gave out. That might be why it's leaking, but like I said, I'm not entirely too sure. I replaced it, so we're gonna drive around, see what happens, and if it's still leaking, then you know I gotta figure, I guess, where that leak's coming from, and if not, then you know that's better. I didn't have to replace the radiator though, but like I said, it's not leaking a lot. It leaks very slowly. I just put coolant in like every week, 2 weeks, you know, kind of like how slow it leaks. But I gotta go get a couple more parts for the Lincoln, so probably not gonna do any work to it today. I'm just gonna get a part, stuff like that, and then probably about it. So I'm probably gonna end the video here, and then hopefully next video we can get the Lincoln running again. So catch you guys next time.